Okay. Hi, my name is Enrique, and this is Maya. We decided that we wanted to, I guess, that's not very good, is it? It's not very good. Okay. Hi, my name is Enrique, and pretty much we decided to make, this is quite hard. This is why I can never film like YouTube videos. Okay. Hi, my name is Enrique, and this is Maya, and over the past year we got to spend a year in France. Obviously pre-COVID-19, we're going to be starting college. Pretty excited. We're from Oregon right now, and we're making these videos from my bedroom, obviously at 3 a.m. Pretty much just saying that the video might not be very coherent. We thought it'd be fun to recount our time in France and I don't know, just kind of like go down memory lane, and we're pretty much going through some of our photos and just seeing like some of the things that we did, just kind of remember.
We took a lot of photos and videos, but I realized we never like narrated in them. We didn't really talk that much. Just think that it's important that we can like record our thoughts and memories as well. And I just like to narrate those videos with our memories before we forget them all. Also a lot of lessons that I think could be beneficial for anyone who wants to travel Europe on a budget. Just a lot of gap year lessons.
Honestly, we're just me going through our camera roll, kind of narrating them. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to, I don't know, put like a blue screen to like show you like what we're talking about so you can kind of follow along with us. But like adventure kind of started in the town I stayed in, which is called Annecy. It's pretty close to Geneva, Switzerland, in like the south-ish part of France, probably more like southeast. Maya stayed in a town that was about like 2 hours west of where Annecy is. We like had both booked our tickets on a bus to Prague, and it just coincidentally ended up happening that we like saw each other on the bus. Like Maya was riding the bus, and then it arrived in Annecy since it was heading east towards Prague in the Czech Republic. That was actually the first time we saw each other the entire year, because I arrived in August, but then Maya's visa didn't really come in.
We had this plan together to go like at the same time to France. I had purchased a ticket for my flight to France. I didn't get the visa in time, and so I had to wait and stay in Oregon until I got the visa, and I lost like $600 and a month of teaching, so I arrived late for my internship, and instead I worked at Old Navy.
But you lost 600 because you missed the flight.
Yes.
And they didn't refund it.
Yeah.
But that's actually kind of crazy to think about. Like we would have been on the same flight, like that's...
I know.
Anyway, so yeah, that's why it was pretty cool. Like when we saw each other, like we'd been like FaceTiming for like the past month and a half, and I had kind of been there, and like we like just happened to be on the same bus.
It was cool. It was like, oh my god, like that's Enrique. It was really late too. It was like midnight.
Yeah, the bus was super late. I remember waiting there and I was like, did I miss it? And I was super stressed because if I'd missed it, like that was the first part, and I remember rushing the bus because of course like I didn't start on time.
And that was literally our whole trip.
Yeah,
was running to buses.
Which honestly hasn't changed, because right now I'm supposed to get on a flight this morning, and we're filming at 6 a.m. and my flight is at 9 a.m. I'm supposed to leave at 6:30 a.m. So honestly, like,
we never learn.
I guess we never really learn.
But because it's always worked out, that's why we don't change, except for me.
Okay, but don't say that to me. Like right now I have my flight. Like I don't need that. But yeah, I guess. And then also like it was kind of cool because Maya was on the bus. She met this like German girl named Eloise, and she was super cool. Like she spoke like German, English, French, Spanish, and then like Portuguese like all fluently.
She was 20 something. We're like spilling her life story. I'm just gonna see this. She was 20 something, and yeah, I just sat down next to her randomly, and I was like, oh, why are you traveling? And then she told me about all of her different traveling stories. She'd been to all these countries.
I just thought it was cool. I think it was like the first person we met, because it was like the first like bus ride. I think as we like went further on, like we kind of learned that there's like this little like community of people that just travel a lot. I don't know, they use like hostels and couch surfing, and I think she was like our first glimpse into it, like since she was so young. She was only like 20, and I don't know, it was just so cool. Like she even took time off of university, and she like was just kind of doing her own thing. Yeah,
that was like our first glimpse into that world, and the fact that like she'd done all of this traveling with couch surfing.
Couch surfing, pretty much, if you don't know, is like this like app slash website that you can like message strangers, like let them host you at their house or like their home, wherever they're living, but it's like free of charge. And I mean, some people like find it kind of sketchy, but honestly think what we learned is like if you look at the reviews, like last forever. So if it's a bad review, like it'll be there forever and like you can really see.
Yeah, definitely recommend couch surfing. It sounds really sketchy like when you first hear of it, and I was definitely kind of worried about it. I think they're actually very conscious of the fact that it can easily turn into creeps online just trying to have someone stay at their house. So you can read reviews, every single honest opinion of people that have stayed with that person. That way you can know if they're actually credible. Okay, so we met on the bus ride. We watched The Big Bang Theory.
We like woke up in Germany and like Eloise was getting off. I guess like we stopped in Germany, didn't want to use the restroom, then we waited like 2 more hours to get to Prague, and they just like dropped us off. Pretty much this happens a lot with Flixbus, which makes sense. Like it's cheaper, so like they don't take us you to the mainly like the central stations. You like get dropped off like a little bit farther out. We just kind of got off, and like there was a Starbucks, which we like always stop at because we knew it'd be like free Wi-Fi. And we went in the Starbucks, like we used our phone, looked at directions, and like we were able to find like stuff. Started walking, and we just kind of walked for like an hour and 20 minutes. And I remember it was kind of like we walked and walked and walked. It's like the most bizarre thing. It was just like Prague, 2 of us. Walking. Wow, we're actually here. Like I don't know, me and Maya like talked about doing a gap year, and we like didn't know if it would actually happen, and then like it did happen, and then now like to do the things that like I remember I was like super excited to travel and like see new things, and like to actually be doing it and like being there. I don't know, it was just like the coolest feeling. You did what you wanted to do, and pretty much we were just walking.
Our
I don't know.
baggage was so heavy.
I thought it was a fashion show, and I brought 2 different bags. Like I had one on my front and one on my back.
Aw, cute fit. Wait, turn to the side.
This is it.
The pack mule.
Under.
Back, and it was just like, it was not, no, don't do that. Like honestly, just a couple t-shirts, pants, and a jacket, socks, underwear.
I did pack light, and I still regret that. Like I think we're on like opposite sides of the spectrum. He packed too much, he regrets it. I packed too little. I like wore the same 3 outfits for 2 weeks, which
It was kind
awful.
of gross. Not gonna
Like
lie.
I felt awful. Find a medium.
I ended up stumbling across like this like museum like on this hill because we like, just walked past it. I even have video of it, and like I remember eating part of mine is like saucisson, which is like I would say it was just kind of like sausage
That's
with
what I
potatoes. We made it to Prague, and now we're eating, as we can see here.
I've got soggy potatoes from yesterday in Lyon, and my saucisson. It's looking real attractive right now.
Oh my gosh!
And then eating from Enrique's
portable fork, and then our bags, and yeah, we'll start walking again soon and see where we go. So far we've been looking for, I can't do it. It's just so awkward. I just can't do it. Like it's just so. Anyway, we've been looking for the same monument for about an hour.
An hour.
An hour.
Don't mind Enrique's baby that he's carrying on his stomach right now.
Oh, we're just trying to find it.
We're just kind of hitchhiking with all of our luggage, so people are welcome to come mug us.
Like we walked up more of a hill. We got to like this cafe. Like it wasn't a cafe. It was like more like a museum on top of a hill, and there was like a cafe in the museum. I wouldn't even hire, and we just like ended up having
Expensive ass coffees on this terrace. Took some photos, didn't buy anything to eat because like everything else was really expensive.
Yeah.
That was our mindset from the beginning, was like don't spend money, and that's why we ate McDonald's and shit like the whole time.
thoughts, Maya? Anything? Ideas?
Big statue.
And then we just kept walking. Like we just had such a long walk to the hostel. Finally getting to the hostel, we were like so happy. I remember I was so tired. We got in there, and the hostel was actually one of the nicer ones, literally like in a wine cellar.
Yeah.
We stayed the cheapest one, like 32 bed, like.
Okay, it was probably the nicest hostel we
It was
stayed
one of
in.
the
Like
nicer ones.
compared to the other ones, this was one of the nicer ones. It was really cute, and yes, we did sleep in a wine cellar, but we could lock our stuff. But
That's
then again,
true.
there were like 20 beds in the same place, which. Good thing it was way before COVID, because that would have been a breeding ground.
In the
Like
cellar,
20?
proper conditions, like it's moist, hot.
Yeah.
20 beds. I can't even. Oh
A
man.
little bit. went to the city center. We went to this cute candy place. Then we got some candy, took some photos of it. I got a hot dog. See, this diet was really, really good. Took some photos of my hot dog. Then we went to the like central place with all the buildings. Kind of they form like a square, the town square or something, the tourist main place.
Well, we're here. Where are we?
We're near the astronomical clock. I think it's right in front of us. And we saw the astronomical clock.
This lighting is so good.
Which was super, actually disappointing. Large buildup, not a lot to really see.
This tour guide was like, it's on the list of things that like people think it's like really cool, but then it's really not much. So
it's just a clock. Okay, never mind. But there's much more interesting stuff than the show behind the
It looked cool. The story, the legend was pretty cool.
Yeah, there was like two different theories. There was like one theory was like the guy created the clock and it was like supposed to be like ordered by like this king who made it, but then like he ended up like hands got cut out or like his eyeballs got pecked out or something, so like he could never recreate it again for anyone else. But then they said it was just like a myth. They actually don't. I don't know what's the part they don't know actually.
They don't know if that was true.
Yeah, like they pretty much just said like it was. That's why it makes it so special.
Then we bought tickets for the symphony.
Yeah, we like decided to go to the symphony in Prague versus like Vienna.
Iconic.
Like Prague is probably so great, but like Vienna, Mozart, I don't know. Like
true.
The symphony probably was best to held off on, but we probably did save a lot of money. And it was honestly kind of like a bit expensive for us to pay 27 euros to get a ticket, even though like that's what they deserved. We decided to go to the symphony.
Sitting up here.
But then it was really cool. They played like 4 Seasons by Vivaldi, and I was like, yes, love it.
I think I remember kind of struggling to stay awake.
Hey, if it was bad, you would have definitely not been able to fall asleep. So
That's true. Oh, this is the part that's not on camera. After the show, we walked back to our like, hostel, which is, you know, walking distance, but like not, you know, 5 minutes away. It's probably like more 20 minutes. And we walked through like, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Wenceslas.
oh,
Square?
so Wendel's.
Wen-
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
Wenceslas.
Wenceslas.
It was in the dark on the way home. I don't think Enrique saw this, but like I definitely did. We passed, there's a lot of tourists in that area just because it's like this long kind of like street and there's a lot of shops. We passed this group of boys and I swear to God, I saw 3 of them or like one of them have a pocket knife. Like they were just walking like with purpose, looking like they were gonna go mug someone. Like they had a pocket knife like out.